Hi, welcome to Prophetic Alignment News, where I integrate the news of the prophetic world with other prophets and what I've heard. And so tonight I have as my guest Keith Swanson, who is also my husband. And we recently were out to eat this week. And during that particular dinner, it got interrupted multiple times. Do you want to explain that?
Well, Lord, that was the night that the president was indicted. Actually, that was the night that it was announced they were going to indict him on March 31st. And I got a word from the Lord, and I recorded it, went back to eat, and then I was like, no, there's another part about tempest. Went back out, came back in. No, there's another part about nails, and so back and forth about 4 times before I got it all. So what we're going to hear tonight is that last portion. What you can hear now is that last word that I received.
The president's indictment will provoke justice, which is the province of the Lord. The provocation of justice will set at liberty the January 6 captives who've been held unrighteously, unjustly, against just principles. So look for the president's indictment to be followed by the liberty of the January 6 captives who have been unjustly held through this dark time.
So that was the last word I received, what I understood, discerned to be prophetic, because it predicts the outcome of the future.
I thought that was really interesting because back on January 6th, the original date of the event, God spoke to me that morning as I woke up. I'm going to share with you a YouTube video that I made concerning that morning and how it related to a blood moon meteorite strike in January 2019, and how God used it to teach me about what was coming in the future and is still using it and unpacking mysteries from it. What's going on today? The meteorite struck the Burgess crater. Just as God uses the names of people, places, and things in the Bible to add depth of understanding to his message, he does the same in this prophetic blood moon strike with the meteorite. These special names give us clues as to how he wants us to know him and relate to him, and what he plans to do. On January 6, 2021, a very special date in our nation's history, God spoke to me and gave me another clue about the meaning of this meteorite strike. He said Eust means justice. Eust was Burgess's first name. Eust Burgess. Burgess means strong. Eust means justice. God wants strong justice. On January 6, 2021, God decreed justice. So the question is, where are you on God's timeline for justice? So I just thought that was so fascinating, since on the morning of January 6th, before anything had happened, that's how God woke me up, was with this word that Just means justice. And I had already researched the meaning of Just and shared what I had found earlier that was very significant in a previous video. But he expanded on it this particular morning, and I hadn't seen anything about that name meaning justice until I went to look after God told me. And the first time the first item that popped up on my search was that Just meant justice. So God had concealed the meaning until that day, when it played a significant role in our history and what God intended to do about it. And so then we hear from Keith that God intends for justice to occur on behalf of all those who were imprisoned on account of false charges from the January 6th event. And that is just starting to unfold, as you've seen. So we're really excited to share that piece with you. And there's more coming soon, but we wanted to get this one out real quick since things are in play right now. It just seemed like the very appropriate time to do that. So thank you for watching. God bless you. And we'll have more soon. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to share one other thing with you. I have started, I'm going to share 2 things with you. Share the screen. I'm going to show you that I have started a prophetic alignment page on Facebook. So if you want to be notified when these lives come out, go ahead and like this page, and I'll put notifications up there. And here is a newly set up podcast, the Prophetic Alignment Podcast on Podbean that I just started. Here's the trailer that I created for these. And this is all I have up so far, but this episode will go on here as soon as I can get this soundtrack put up and the video put up here. So, well, we have some bumpy roads ahead of us. God has good plans for us, and He wants us to be equipped for each day. And He also wants us to have time to prepare for the future. So those are the kinds of things we'll be sharing on this particular channel, Prophetic Alignment. Thanks for joining us tonight. God bless you. Until next time. Bye-bye.